Most likely to be an alpha male. I guess we can all hazard a guess at which type that would be. Look at these guns. Oh yeah! Alrighty, now that I am sufficiently hyped up from a little bit of Stevie Wonder Gaga tribute. Hello, welcome back to Personality Tale. I'm Artie, and today we're going to be looking at some polls on the personalitydatabase.com. Now let me preface this with, yes, there's going to be stereotypes in here because this is inherently stereotypical. You're taking a niche study of human psychology that surrounds typing people into broad categories to grasp an idea of behavioral patterns. And then you're polling them and you're getting people to judge the 16 personalities to see which personality type fits best to the trait that's being polled. Now, the last one I did, I can't remember what they all were, but it was which is the most hated and most loved personality type. And of all the videos I've done recently, that has the highest click-through rate and retention rate. So you guys obviously love me going through and seeing how people judge the different types based on singular sentences.
I love it. I love it.
It's like your imaginary friends type, most likely to be an alpha male. Okay. The protagonist of your novel, the type you sometimes act like because it's convenient. So this kind of shit popped off, so I'm doing that video again this week. Enjoy! I'm wearing a fuckboy cap at the moment because I've been going to the gym. Yep, I've been doing all that. These guns, they don't just come out of thin air. I've been going to the gym and lifting 5-pound weights, baby. And I have huge mega ENFP social anxiety, especially at the gym. I read a thing that was like, wear a hat, pretend it's a dumb jock hat and it turns you into a dumb jock whenever you're wearing it. So this is my ESTP dumb jock hat. Any way I can get myself to go to the gym without freaking out with everyone looking at me for being a skinny little twig, or when I'm feeling too anxious to record a video, is to wear a dumb jock hat. Let's do this. Let's go. In the polls. First one, most likely to be a bad judge of MBTI type. What does that mean? Like, as in of other people's MBTI types or of their own MBTI type? INFP 4W3 would be a bad judge of MBTI type. Oh, okay. Oh, shortly followed by ENFP and then ISFP. See, I would have put ISFP first, honestly. I truly think I'm great at typing people, and then looking back, I'm like, no.
I was blind.
My first guess was always wrong. I mean, in person, that is. When I'm like studying things to make videos, I have more time to do it, and it's not a snap decision, so I usually reflect a bit longer. Yeah, I like typing people wrong, but that is because I never really studied how to type someone in the first place. Someday I will, someday. I actually think INFPs are pretty good at typing. They really notice people and try to understand them. That sounds more INFJ to me. Just look at this website. It's full of IXFPs counting the ISFPs who think they're INFP, and there are a lot of weird typings. I'm not actually sure who I'd vote for on this. I guess, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, let me ask the audience.
What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Oh, I've lost my... I'm lost. Where are the polls? They've gone. Okay. The type you act like because it's convenient. So I'm guessing this means which type do you sometimes act like because it's convenient? And the majority of people voted that they act like ISFJs. Now I wonder who would write that, because I'm guessing acting like an ISFJ is just people's way of saying that they act aloof and naive, which can be helpful if you don't want to interact with someone or you want to act dumb.
Now that's bullying. Did you see that?
Followed shortly by ISTJ and ENFP. I'm guessing ENFP, acting like a stereotypical ENFP would be a great way to be like, everything's fucking fine when like the roof is falling down and everything is collapsing around you. So I could understand wanting to act like an ENFP or an ISFJ, but acting like an ISTJ, what? What is convenient about that? Let's have a look in the comments. ESTP, it depends. I want to be helpful and I want people to think I'm a nice person so I can pull some really good fake FE. Ew. Why would you? An INTJ was like, I act like, wait, no, an ISTJ wrote that he likes to act like an INTJ. And then he just wrote in brackets, I wish it worked. Yes, I wish I was mega INTJ smart. An ENFP wrote that he wants to act like an INTJ. And then just wrote, I'm an interesting person. What? I don't understand that. Yeah, I'm a quiet, polite pushover who is way too nice when I'm around new people. That's what an INTP wrote. Cute. INTPs are very that. And then they get their freak on once you break them out of their shell. I guess I revert into an ISTJ myself when I don't want, like if I'm in a work environment or somewhere I'm obligated to be, and I have to do something for someone, like a superior who treats me like shit, or I have to supervise staff that don't like me, or, you know, I'm in an environment where I have to be professional even though people clearly don't give a shit about me. I do kind of act like an ISTJ who just methodically gets what I have to do done and I get out of there with no emotion because I want to reserve all of my ENFP-ness for people that deserve it. That sounds very FI of me. Okay, cool. So everyone wants to be an ISFJ. Just, I guess, blend in with the crowd, plain Jane, no dramas. I guess that's a normal self-defense move. Wonder what ISFJs want to act like. Ew, oh my God, I just saw here that Charlie D'Amelio is an ISFJ. Fuck, I hate those people. Okay, that sounds a little bit psycho. Reserve hate for people that deserve it, but like, I hate that the majority of the population, which are senses, are frothing over fucking basic ISFJ garbage. ISXJ. No one gives a shit. You're so boring. 100 million people watching her. It baffles me. Do you know how hard it is to keep my fucking attention? And somehow she's managing to like, she's got everyone obsessed with her and she does fucking nothing. It blows my mind that somehow I'm not popular on the internet when I have 20 times the charisma of that fucking potato. Anyway, sorry. Moving on. Polls. INFP, biased. Wow, the INFPs got ripped apart this week. There's 6 of them in the polls. Most likely to be biased is INFP or ESFJ. Wow.
Can I get a wow? Wow! Can I get another wow? Wow! Give me another one. Wow! Call the ambulance. Wow!
Oh my God, imagine being compared to an ESFJ. How does that make you feel, INFPs? This poll is unironically biased. I love it. I'm biased in many ways, and so you are.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
A lot of NT voters, yet nearly 0 NT votes. Yeah, a lot of the INTJs voted on this because their FI-NI loop is like, them riff-raff and INFPs be biased. 200 votes had been made and TP got 0 votes. That is, yeah, thinking perceivers just don't, like biases in their stack, like they just objectively look at everything and they have no consideration for anyone's feelings or information that isn't factual. Like nothing is a gray area with them. To a fault. Interesting. FI would be biased, FE influent. Similar, but not quite exactly the same. An INTJ wrote that. Well, it depends in what context you want to say bias is. Biased as in, do they have biased values? Yes, I would say that FI values things and will be biased about what they think or feel or believe is good and bad inherently. But I think INFPs are biased in that they have very strong values and they can't be budged on them. But I don't think INFP is likely to push their values onto other people, whereas an ESFJ has really strong values that seemingly come out of nowhere. They don't even know that they are values to them. They have biases because of their strong FE, making them want to fit in and do the right thing all the time. And then they push those onto you and they will reprimand you and just socially like shit all over you if you don't follow what they think is normal in their head. So I think ESFJs can be very biased and destructive with their bias, whereas INFPs may have a stronger sense of bias, but it's inherently their own. I don't think they push it onto any others, unless you're close to them. At which point, if you're really close to an INFP, then you're going to already be aware of how much they value their values, and you're going to be, hopefully, sensitive about it when you can see that they're upset about something that they value. Whereas an ESFJ, if you do something that doesn't sit with them right, they'll just explode. High SI users are really poor at taking in new information that contradicts their old information. Perfectly, and INFJ just summed it up. Well, by sum it up, they wrote 6 paragraphs, but yeah, they're pretty much just referencing how SI they find what works and they stick with it, and that bias is inherent and unwavering. They don't even take in new information and process it, let alone become conflicted with their biases, because their biases never get a chance to be challenged. Okay, next poll. Which type is most likely to be alpha? ENTJs and ESTPs. Of fucking course. ESTJ doesn't even compare to ENTJ. ESTJ got 14 votes and then ESTP got 150. Bizarrely, INFP followed after ESTJ with 11 votes.
And we also have how to strip for your husband, a gift for you.
Oh, I don't need this. I know how to.
Oh, please show me.
No.
Why is it that I've seen so many just buff, macho, like sexy fucking sensitive INFPs that are just like Greek gods, but they're just so like demure and pretty. I don't understand how INFPs can be so alpha, but they can sometimes. It's absurd. That's such a contradiction. Why is this page trending almost all the time? Y'all somehow very dedicated to classifying alpha and non-alpha type. No objection though, just wondering. Because everyone gets turned on by alphas. Alphas make little bitches like myself froth. This ENTJ just did this hair like me. ENTJs are cute AF. As much as they're psychos, they're adorable. Ew, an what this ENTP wrote that an ISFJ is the most alpha. And then wrote, I don't care about y'all, ENTJ, ESTP, obvious answers. I'm voting for who's alpha to me. Bitch, you're just saying the exact opposite because you're a fucking ENTP and you refuse to go with the flow for absolutely no reason. How can you call that intelligent? Saying the complete wrong thing. Kills me. All right, thanks for watching, guys. That's enough for this. I will see you guys in the next one. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you think my massive muscles make me look alpha. ENFP alpha for the win. Bye. Videos every week. Don't forget to subscribe.